nerds! This week PMs are doing the annual Nerimon YouTube survey, so here we go. My mom really liked the name Genevieve, and she found out that the American pronunciation is Genevieve, so she really liked that, and that's why I'm Genevieve. I've always really liked my name. I watched Charlie McDonald's answer to the survey, and he said he liked Charlie because he could kind of blend in. It was a nice normal name, and I like my name for the opposite reason. I was always very shy growing up, but I always liked a bit of attention, and so having a slightly unusual name was a good way for me to get some attention without having to do anything. I was actually homeschooled for most of my young life, but I did go to first grade, and my teacher's name was Miss Wonky, and I really liked her, mostly because I was really into art back then and drawing and stuff, and she really encouraged that. And actually she would let me keep working on art projects and finish my drawings and stuff even after the rest of the class had moved on to the next subject, so I thought that was pretty awesome. In college I had so many awesome teachers that I can't even pick one, but I think my favorite teachers in college were the ones that not only were, you know, amazing at teaching whatever subject it was that they were teaching, but also the ones that helped me grow as a person, which I needed a lot of in college, so that was really cool. I'm not a very adventurous eater. I'm pretty picky. So I think the weirdest thing I've ever eaten is just like calamari, which is fried squid. I know I have kind of a funny story though. It's not something incredibly strange, but it was definitely unexpected. I went to Japan once, and I was ordering in a restaurant where the waitress didn't speak English and there was no English on the menu, so I just pointed to the picture I wanted, and I thought it was going to be some sort of beef vegetable stir-fry thing. And I got it and I was eating it, and the beef tasted weird, and it had this very odd texture to it, and so I wrote down the Japanese characters. I copied it down, and I asked someone later, and they told me that it was liver. I saw Third Eye Blind play when I was about 13, and they were my favorite band at the time. It was at the Seattle Bumbershoot Festival. It was really cool because it was this outdoor stadium at night, and I could look up and see the Space Needle and a full moon, and it was a really cool atmosphere, even though it was terrifying being in that crowd of people for the first time, and like the pushing towards the front when it started, and it was all a little terrifying. I had to think about this one for a while, and I decided on Bolsa Chica Beach here in California. And it's not by any means like a really pretty beach or anything like that. It's not just kind of a normal, plain old beach, but that's the beach we went to all the time when I was younger. And when I was homeschooled, my homeschooling group that I was a part of would meet up at the beach every week during the summer, and I would play with my friends in the waves and dig in the sand, and at night we would start a fire and roast hot dogs and marshmallows, and some of my fondest memories as a child are at that beach, so that's what I'm going with. Sorry, this video wasn't more creative and interesting. I waited till the last second. Hopefully it was semi-enjoyable.